Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Puts it over. Can he save it?
Here we go!
History in the making here tonight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 6th annual MonsterMania event right here on the MTA YouTube channel, the show that started it all, and we're back in action for MonsterMania 6 here tonight. The crowd is absolutely electric. The fans have packed the stands. The drivers and superstars are ready to go, and MonsterMania 6 is about to get kicked off and underway. One of these drivers is going to be walking away as the MonsterMania 6 champion. Last year's champion, Aaron Church and Dragonoid, is here trying to take that rightful place at the top of the mountain once again. And here's how round one action is going to be shaken down as we kick off the 6th annual MonsterMania event. Eradicator set to take on Rammunition. Then we're going to see Zombie take on Monster Energy. Metal Health taking on Crash Test Dummy. And then Hot Wheels set to take on King Sling in the first half of round one. Looking at the other side of the bracket, Traxxas T-Max taking on the Gravedigger. Johnny Redlaw and Jester back to take on Javon Woodrow, Velociraptor. Then the return of Violet Craddock, Monster Mutt Poodle taking on Zach George and Titan. And then closing out round one competition, Austin Spence and Boss Gator taking on last year's MonsterMania 5 champion, Aaron Church. He's back in the Dragonoid machine, looking to go 2 for 2 at MonsterMania events. And ladies and gentlemen, again, the biggest show of the year kicking off right now. And up first at the line is the all-new Eradicator Chevrolet. That's Cody Spencer behind the wheel, taking on Dan Agach in the Dodge Heavy Horsepower Rammunition, out here representing the Crush This race team over there on the outside lane. So a good old-fashioned Dodge versus Chevrolet shootout here tonight inside of round one competition. MonsterMania 6 getting kicked off and underway. Who's going to take home a win here tonight to get us started? Green light going down and off the line they go. The Dodge and the Chevrolet are side by side, up and over no man's land. And Rammunition, the Dodge Hemi, will pull out a huge win here tonight, getting us started at the MonsterMania event. Cody Spencer, new kid on the block, got a little crossed up, almost making contact with the Rammunition. Unfortunately, he is on the trailer this evening, and Rammunition will move on. Next up here tonight at MonsterMania 6, the Iceman returns. Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, ready now to take on Preston Hurd and Zombie. He's been doing so well out there on the Thunder Series throughout January and February. He is now back at Zombie over here on the inside lane, trying to take home a MonsterMania championship. What's the Iceman and Monster Energy ready to go? Here's the green light now down the straightaway. Zombie has the early lead. Here comes Skipper on the outside lane. Zombie now in trouble, and Preston Hurd rolling the truck over, right over that secondary set of cars, going towards the finish line, and the Iceman laying down a bad fast clinic here tonight inside of round one. Let's go back and check out your MTA MonsterMania replay. Let's see what happened to Preston Hurd and Zombie. He pulls out a hole shot coming down that straightaway. Here comes the Iceman on the outside lane, trying to play catch up on him now. Preston Hurd getting himself in a little bit of trouble, crosses up over that second set of cars, and over goes the Zombie machine here tonight at MonsterMania 6. And the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, moving on into round two. Now our MTA track court officials are down there assessing the damage done to Preston Hurd. Zombie again, he had a good run going on, just unfortunately turning it over that second set of cars as the MTA track court officials get him right side up. You see the damage that has been done to Zombie here tonight inside of round one competition. He will be on the trailer this evening, and Monster Energy, Jeffrey Skipper, moving on into round two competition. What a ride it was for Preston Hurd and Zombie. The fans absolutely love it. The trucks tore up, unfortunately, on the trailer early here tonight. Next up here in round one competition, it's the return of Devin Treat, the all-new Metal Health, looking good out here, ready to take on Kieran Adams. Crash Test Dummy over here on the inside lane, representing the K&J Motorsports race team. Devin Treat, Metal Health, he is representing the Thrill Seekers race team over there on the outside lane. So a couple of forward over brigades going to throw it down in round one. Green light goes down there side by side. Devin straightaway up and over no man's land. Devin Treat in trouble, going for a wild ride out of that far lane. And Kieran Adams, Crash Test Dummy, will take home a round one victory. What a way to debut a brand new piece of equipment out here Mental health, unfortunately, on the trailer as Crash Test Dummy will advance as we go back and check out your MonsterMania replay. Off the line they go. They're pretty much dead even coming down that straightaway. The focus is on the outside lane. Devin Treat, Mental Health, noses over kind of hard, coming through no man's land. Ends up rolling the truck end over end right there. And Kieran Adams and Crash Test Dummy taking it all the way down to the wall in the shutdown area. Next up here tonight, inside of round one, Nicholas Moore returning in Hot Wheels, ready to take on the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and King Sling, all the way out of Kildover Hills, North Carolina, ready to rock the house here tonight at MonsterMania 6. Nicholas Moore, a top-tier contender out here on the MTA YouTube channel. What's he got for Bradley Graham and King Sling? Here's the green light down, off the line they go. Hot Wheels got the whole shot on him. Bradley Graham trying to come back. King Sling coming up with it at the end of the line there. What a ride for Bradley Graham and King Sling. He lost it off the start, but he pulls it out on the big end, and Hot Wheels will go on the trailer. King Sling advancing on in the round two competition. Next up here tonight in round one, Nathaniel Wiggins returning in the Traxxas T-Max, ready now to take on the Phenom, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger, all the way over here on the inside lane. A brand new piece of equipment for him, debuting it right here tonight at MonsterMania 6. Let's see what Nathaniel Wiggins and the Traxxas T-Max has for him. Both trucks are staged and ready to go. Gravedigger taking on T-Max as we go green now down the straightaway. The Gravedigger's got a whole shot on him through no man's land. T-Max trying to come back, and Rich Wagner and the brand new Gravedigger taking home a round one victory here tonight at MonsterMania 6, putting Traxxas T-Max on the trailer here early tonight. Gravedigger, however, advancing on in the round two competition. Next up here tonight in round one, Javon Woodrow went on a wild streak during the January season of Thursday Night Thunder Velociraptor, ready to take out some big names here tonight. Jester on the inside lane, the bad boy Johnny Redlaw looking for his very first MonsterMania championship. Can he get it done here tonight against Javon Woodrow and Velociraptor in round one? Stage at the line, green light goes down off the line, side by side they go, dead even through no man's land of the shootout to the finish line. What an incredible matchup. Both drivers lay down the hammer here tonight. Inside of round one, still not sure who got the victory. Was it Jester or Velociraptor? Going back down now to check out your MonsterMania replay. Both drivers cutting incredible light, side by side, all the way down the straightaway. First through the jump of no man's land, settle them back down and bring it over the last set of cars. And at the line, what an incredible matchup. There's your first freeze frame. It looks like Jester has the win. Here's your second shot at it. MTA officials are calling Johnny Redlaw and Jester in an incredibly close finish. Your winner here tonight in round one competition. What an epic way to have a matchup in round one. Both drivers letting it all hang out. Jester advancing on into round two. Next up here tonight, Zach George returning in the Titan Chevrolet to take on Violet Craddock, Monster Muck Poodle, representing the K&J Motorsports race team out here tonight. Over here now on the inside lane. We haven't seen Zach George in quite some time. Gonna shake the old cobwebs out of the Titan machine over here on the outside lane. Here's the green light now down the straightaway. They go side by side, up and over the first shot. They settle it down into the shootout all the way to the finish line. And it looks like Violet Craddock and Monster Mutt Poodle had just enough in the tank to beat out Zach George and Titan here tonight inside of round one. What a wild ride it was. Monster Mutt Poodle moving on. Next up here tonight in round one at MonsterMania 6, it's the return of Austin Spence and the Boss Gator, ready now to take on last year's MonsterMania 5 champion, Aaron Church. Dragonoid, he's back this year, trying to go 2 for 2 and be the first driver to do so. He's got to go through Austin Spence and the Boss Gator, representing the Crush This race team. Over here on the inside lane, both trucks are staged. Green light going down off the line. The Gator got a hold shot. Dragonoid coming back on him through no man's land, and Aaron Church taking it down to the wall in the shutdown area. Not sure what happened to Austin Spence getting crossed up there inside of no man's land. Shot it towards the middle of the track. However, Aaron Church, Bakugan Dragonoid advancing on into round two competition here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we have just started this weekend of racing. MonsterMania night one, round one finally over. It's time to move on to round two competition. Ladies and gentlemen, the racing's only going to get more intense from here. Who wants that MonsterMania 6 championship? Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Round two is next. gentlemen, to MonsterMania 6 Night 1 as we get round 2 kicked off and underway. As we saw earlier tonight, round 1, Rammunition eliminated Eradicator, and now he'll find himself against Jeffrey Skipper and Monster Energy. Then the lower half of round 1, Crash Test Dummy taking on King Sling, and the other side, Gravedigger set to take on the bad boy Johnny Retlaw and Jester. And then closing out round 2 competition, it's going to be Monster Mutt Poodle taking on Aaron Church. Again, last year's champion, Bakugan Dragonoid, he's back for round 2 competition, and that's how it all shakes down. And getting things kicked off all the way from the Crush This Race team from Champaign, Illinois, the Dodge Heavy Horsepower Rammunition taking on the Iceman, representing Renegades Motorsports, Jeffrey Skipper out here in Monster Energy stage now on the outside lane. Dan Chichagash over here on the inside lane. These drivers have been making a big rivalry between Renegades and Crush This. Who's taking home a round 2 victory here tonight at MonsterMania 6? Green light going down, Monster Energy and Rammunition down the straightaway. The God's got a lead. Here comes Iceman on the outside lane, getting into the billboard inside of the shutdown area. What a matchup it was. Still unsure who got this round 2 victory here tonight. Was it Rammunition or Monster Energy? Let's go back down and check out your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Dan Chichagash and Rammunition from the inside lane, putting the Renegades Motorsports race team and Monster Energy on the trailer. Next up here tonight, inside of round 2 competition, at the line right now, Kieran Adams representing the KJ Motorsports race team. Crash Test Dummy at the line. He is now set to take on the King of Kings, Bradley Graham and King Sling, representing Renegades Motorsports out here tonight at MonsterMania 6. One of these drivers moving on into semifinals. Both trucks are staged. Green light going down off the line. They go. They're side by side of the first jump. Up and over no man's land. A close race making some contact right there in the center of the track. And Bradley Graham tries to shut it down. Gets crossed up on that van stack down there inside of the shutdown area. King Sling, however, your winner here tonight in round 2 over Crash Test Dummy. Moving right along with round 2 competition, the bad boy Johnny Retlaw and Jester returns to take on the Phenom, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger. He's over here representing the Renegades Motorsports race team. Both drivers look strong and consistent earlier tonight inside of round 1. The Gravedigger taking on Jester. Green light goes down off the line. The Digger got a hold shot. Jester coming back onto the inside lane. What a matchup it is as they shut it down on the van stack down there right when they cross the finish line. An incredible matchup here tonight in round 2. The racing is unbelievable here tonight. These drivers want the win bad. Here's another look at your MonsterMania photo finish. Your winner in round 2, Johnny Retlaw and Jester putting the Gravedigger on the trailer. What a matchup it was. The bad boy on a mission here tonight. And next up, as we close out round 2 competition, Violet Craddock, Monster Mutt Poodle, looking for a big championship win here tonight. However, taking on last year's MonsterMania 5 champion, Aaron Church, Bakugan Dragonoid, now staged over here on the inside lane. Who's going to meet up with Johnny Retlaw and Jester in semis? Monster Mutt Poodle taking on Dragonoid. Both trucks are staged. Green light goes down and off the line. Dragonoid got the whole shot. Here comes the Poodle on the outside lane. What a race! What a matchup! Both drivers sending it for all it's worth as Dragonoid turns it over inside the shutdown area. What a matchup it is. The racing is extremely close. Another look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Aaron Church and Dragonoid by inches. Moving on in the semifinal competition here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, MonsterMania 6 is not disappointing, no doubt about it. These drivers are laying it all on the line. They want this big-time championship win bad here tonight. Who's going to take it all the way? We started with 16 trucks. We're now down to 4. Semifinal action at MonsterMania 6 is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready to get in on the action here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel? Look no further. Head over to Facebook where you can sign up for all the great events we host right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to sign up for the events and register your name and get locked in with a monster truck of your own and get ready for the great thrills and spills right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, find us on Facebook, register for these events, and you soon will be competing in all the great events. We hope to see you there. And get ready for the wild and crazy action. Be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a beat right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MonsterMania 6. History in the making here tonight. We are ready for semifinal competition. Earlier tonight, Dan Chichagash, Ammunition eliminated Monster Energy. King Sling took out Crash Test Dummy. Those two drivers will meet in the first half. Looking at the other side of the bracket, Jester took out the Gravedigger. He is in the semifinals to take on last year's champion, Aaron Turgeon Dragonoid, who took out the Monster Muck Poodle earlier tonight in round 2. And 4 drivers remain, only 2 making it to the finals. And check out this rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. King Sling, Bradley Graham, Dan Chichagash, Ammunition. Crush this, taking on Renegades Motorsports. It doesn't get much bigger than this. One of these drivers will move on into the final round showdown. Ammunition out of Champaign, Illinois. King Sling from Kildover Hills, North Carolina. Both drivers staged and ready to go for semis. Here's the green light now, and off the line they go. Side by side down the straightaway through the first jump through no man's land. What a matchup it is, and King Sling turning it over once again here tonight. Inside of the shutdown area as Cheech went over there to the far side of the track, getting into the wall protection. What a matchup it was, but now we go down and check out your MonsterMania photo finish. Your winner is going to be Bradley Graham and King Sling by inches over Dan Chichagash and Ammunition here tonight. King Sling in the finals. Who is he going to meet there? Because it's come down to last year's champion, Aaron Turgeon Dragonoid, taking on the bad boy, Johnny Redlaw and Jester, who's been on a mission here tonight, no questions asked. He's been running consistent and strong all night at MonsterMania 6. Both these drivers staged and ready to go. Who meets King Sling in the final round showdown? Jester, Dragonoid. Let's go green. Down the straightaway they go. Off the line, Dragonoid's got a hold shot. Jester coming back on the outside lane. And Johnny Redlaw turning it over across the finish line down there. He does beat out Aaron Church here tonight in semifinal actions. Jester moving on to the finals. Dragonoid on the trailer. And ladies and gentlemen, that will set up the final round showdown here tonight at MonsterMania 6. Jester taking on King Sling. We'll be right back after the break.
It's bigger. It's louder. It's better than ever. This still isn't your typical motorsports podcast. This is the 10th anniversary of Crush This, a Monster Truck podcast brought to you by J Concepts. For 10 years, your hosts, the Monster Truck Canucker Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash, have brought you into the minds and personalities of the monster truck industry. Strap in and hold on tight. This is Crush This!
Be sure to check out our friends over at the Crush This podcast on YouTube and Facebook Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MonsterMania 6. It is now time for the finals. Here's how it all shook down. We saw earlier tonight King Sling eliminate Hot Wheels, Crash Test Dummy, and Ammunition. He is in the finals to take on Jester, who took out Gravedigger earlier tonight, T-Max, as well as the Dragonoid, and that was last year's champion. The bad boy taking on the King of Kings. Jester ready to take on King Sling. It is now time for the final round showdown at MonsterMania 6. Bradley Graham, a longtime MTA veteran, clamoring for his very first MonsterMania championship. The bad boy, Johnny Redlaw, who's been out here just as long as Bradley, another MTA veteran. Over here, the former driver of Excalibur on the inside lane. One of these drivers walking away with a MonsterMania championship in their back pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, King Sling, Jester, it's time for the finals. Both truck stage, green light goes down and off the line. Jester got a hold shot. King Sling trying to come back up through no man's land and trying to close out the gap. Jester getting it shut down into the wall. Bradley Graham was trying to make a comeback through no man's land. Not sure if he had enough to get it done. As we go back and check out your MTA final round showdown replay. Again, off the line, Johnny Redlaw pulls out a big time hole shot. King Sling on the outside lane trying to come back on him. They settle it down in no man's land. Here comes Bradley Graham trying to pull the trigger. And at the line, the bad boy, Johnny Redlaw and Jester taking out King Sling here tonight inside of the final round showdown as both drivers trying to get the trucks woed before getting into the wall protection down there. But ladies and gentlemen, history in the making is what we called it here tonight. Please help me in congratulating your MonsterMania 6 champion, Johnny Redlaw and Jester. Ladies and gentlemen, what an unbelievable night of racing here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, history in the making at the show that started it all. MonsterMania 6 has been absolutely wild. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of this YouTube channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you all so much. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about